This motherfucker's just talking.
Knock knock. Who's there? Doc nah. Doc nah who? I don't know. I haven't thought of the punchline yet. I'll let y'all niggas know. But until then, welcome to the Just Talking Podcast. It's your host. Now. I know you all are wondering. What's up, Doc? Because I haven't been here for. I haven't really been here speaking like that. Like I made an episode. I posted it on Sunday, Sunday. It was posted. I recorded it. I was supposed to record another episode and have it out the very next day. I didn't do that. All right. However, I think I'm gonna speed blitz through some of the news, like not news, but like some of the internet news stuff. I don't know. I feel like I've been talking about a lot of internet news shit for a while, and I don't really give a fuck anymore, bro. I don't know. Like, I've been realizing the way my brain works, bro. I gotta be fucking doing all the shit that I wanna. Like, I can't just keep focused on one thing. I'm gonna end up getting bored. It's gonna end up wearing me out at some point. And like that included with like all the other parts of life. It feels like whenever I don't have time is when there's a whole bunch of news or internet news. But when I do have time, I'm just like chilling. Ain't nothing like bro. I want to say when I was being more consistent, maybe there was less stuff to talk about because I was more consistent. Dang, did I ever think about that? I also don't really focus in on news stories. Like I talked about the Ukraine stuff a little bit, but I'm not gonna go super in depth. However, y'all niggas see that one post that Ukraine did? Oh my gosh, they quoted. Was it their Ministry of Defense quoted Pusha T bar? On Twitter? I gotta make sure I get this right. Yeah. Ukraine government quotes Pusha T, prompting response from rapper. Ukraine's Ministry of Defense recently quoted Pusha T on its regular updates of losses suffered by Russia's military forces. The rapper took notice. The government agency posted an image on Twitter on Tuesday that listed its numbers for Russian personnel killed during Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine, which began in late February, as well as the amount of equipment destroyed by Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky's forces. All right, so the tweet goes as this. I put numbers on the boards, about Pusha T. I don't lie, bro. I didn't even know Pusha T was in there like that. But it's from his song, Numbers on the Board. But total number of combat losses of the enemy from February 24th to September 7th. A total of 50,610 limited personnel. 2,097 tanks, 4,520 armored combat vehicles, 1,194 artillery, 300 plus military launch rocket systems, 156 air defense systems, 237 military jets, 208 helicopters, 880 drones, 214 cruise missiles, 15 warships and boats, 3,320 vehicles and fuel tanks, 109 special equipment. From the report to the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. And them niggas been pushing them back. Like, yo, bro. I won't lie. This is kind of embarrassing for y'all Russian niggas, bro. Y'all niggas was supposed to be like, well, I mean, China was enemy number one, but they were their ally. You were number two. You supposed to be like Great Britain. Hey, yo, I'm letting y'all know, niggas in Great Britain know. Let me find out that y'all niggas is as weak as this nigga Russia, bro. Cause that arse, bro. Great Britain, when you look at a whole bunch of the wars, bro, it's really like they just be cockroaches. They end up surviving until the other side of the people they're fighting just ends up fucking up. Like all those shellings, bro. Like France was basically done, bro. All their niggas had scattered. Obviously, they went and rejoined other armies, but France was done so, bro. It was Britain that ended up fucking. It's because Britain. It's hard to really like get into it, bro. You know, y'all niggas a peninsula. Y'all niggas might even be an island, bro. Why am I calling it Britain? Britain, England. No, y'all did us an island. So it's like if y'all not captured for real, then y'all not captured. Yeah, bro. Y'all niggas lucky. I stand, bro. Y'all would have been. Mm, Yeah, nah, bro. Yeah. Let me look up top 10 militaries in the world. So United States, North Korea. I didn't even know North Korea was actually second. Do they not count China? China has the largest based on active personnel. I mean, weren't you just rating it on active personnel? Yeah, so China's number one, then it's India, then it's United States, then it's North Korea, Russia, Pakistan. Well, Russia's basically, they don't really got nobody no more. Iran, North Korea, Vietnam, Egypt. Vietnam is actually the top. Vietnam jumps from 9th to number 1 if you count reserves. That's crazy. Same for South Korea. South Korea jumps from 8 to 2. North Korea, I mean, now if you in the military, you in the military. They ain't really got reserves like that. Military budget. So for most powerful, they literally put Russia as second, China as third, India as fourth, Japan as fifth, South Korea is 6, France is 7th, and then United Kingdom is 8. All right, my fault. Thought something happened, but yeah, nah, dude, ain't no way Russia can be the most powerful, bro. Y'all a top 5 spender for your military budget too, bro. Y'all niggas losing like this. I don't know. Also, I don't know how I feel because some people are saying okay, so there's this one report that I saw, and I said I'm not going to talk about news that much. I'm not. I'm about done with the Ukraine stuff. This is just random because they put numbers on the board. Got to shout out Ukraine, man. Shout out Ukraine. Shout out Pusha T too, but shout out Ukraine. But yeah, they put numbers on the board. What I was saying? Yeah, nah. Yeah, no, Ukraine's been pushing them out of their whole spot. It's actually kind of embarrassing to be Russian, bro, at this point. Like, this is like watching your favorite team get swept. That's how bad it is. That's how this looks, bro. Like a title, your favorite team was a title contender, and they're getting swept in the first round, bro. Ukraine was not a top 10, bro, in any of those lists. I understand they're getting support. Oh, in fact, I think the United States was criticizing a lot of European countries because they weren't jumping to support Ukraine like the United States has. And to that, I have to say this. Why did the United States have to jump to support? I never fully understood the idea of helping. Like, not that you can't help other people, but I mean, let's just be honest. We're about to enter a recession. At first, I was thinking that, well, at the end of the day, this might still help. This could help us at least, because I don't know, like, if we're just giving them money, or if they're just not just giving them money, or you're giving them all the weapons and ammunition and fuels and everything. Like, it's one thing if the United States was just like give them discounts technically, or like letting them buy certain things in bulk, stuff like getting them the stuff that they wouldn't be able to produce, especially as quickly, and be prepared for their war. But other than that, I don't know. Yeah, no, people are weird, bro. Vladimir, you're weird. Your country don't even want this shit, this whole war and shit. Why are you such a weirdo? What did Ukraine do to you? I seen that one video of that one white lady. It was some person, like some actress or some shit, and she wrote a poem about how Vladimir Putin wouldn't have turned out like this if she was his mom, because she would have loved him. Because he's obviously not been loved. And I'll say this: people say that, but they forget that conceitedness, narcissism also can spawn from quote unquote too much love / the wrong type of love, such as spoiling your kids, not teaching them responsibility and discipline and understanding. But, I'm just a black guy on the internet. What do I know? But that video is still stupid and wild, bro. This is why I be saying how celebrities live in a different world, bro. They want to cheat, bro. Let them cheat. Just don't be their victim, bro. All right. Let's jump to another topic, shall we? It's funny. Oh, well, actually, not what I'm about to say. Just the idea that I be just jumping through topics. I don't really got a plan for this. I mean, I like it better like that, in a way. It's definitely, it goes a little bit smoother sometimes when I got something to bounce, or someone to bounce some of what I'm saying off of. But, what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? If people don't love you. Yeah, but, besides that, what was I going to say? Oh, well, there was a situation with one of the most popular Twitch streamers. Her name is Amoranth, and recently she's been in a lot of news and stuff because it's a lot. But so it's weird to say to most people had the idea, but there's no proof. So technically, it was still a surprise, especially since it wasn't just a boyfriend. This lady has a husband. Now, most of these ladies on Twitch, OnlyFans, all of them, they're going to hide the fact that they're dating or have a husband or whatever, especially because it can also affect their money line and the amount of guys that will simp over them, because technically they'll be taken, so that guys won't even be able to fantasize about them, about the chance with them. Amaranth is very popular, pretty controversial too. Based on she's mostly a Twitch streamer, and she's done other things. I think she also has an OnlyFans, but I don't think she posts like nudes or whatever on there. I'm not sure. I'm not on there. Um, so I can tell you, y'all niggas do your own research. But researchers. But get the research team in. Stats. Damn. But she's been in a lot of controversies. She was one of the people who I was talking about. She was actually like in a way you can say a star of the hot tub streams. She's had sleep streams where she's just sleeping and people are donating, giving her money, giving her plenty of watch time. She's had ASMR streams where she's basically throwing the microphone in a way. There was one person, not her, but some other person that really was throwing that bitch. She ended up getting banned because Switch was like, look, bro, that's not ASMR. That's we can't even lie and be on your side. That's not ASMR. She was like, damn Twitch, y'all gonna do me like this. I don't think it was a perma ban though, so who cares? People have been perma banned for less. Shout out Gideon. But I don't know, man. The whole situation that ended up playing out is not that I don't know. I didn't know what I was getting to. But the situation that ended up playing out with Amaranth is that she revealed that she has a husband and that he's on the abusive side. Let me explain. So, in a recent VOD / live that she was doing on Twitch, I don't know exactly how it happened. I didn't watch the entirety. I watched a majority of the VOD, especially all the key portions. I've watched multiple other people's videos on the subject as well. But essentially, it was a live stream, and Amaranth basically breaks down because her husband calls. She either unmutes or just left it unmuted in the first place because she was ready to finally expose him because he went too far recently with what he had told her. And when she confronts him on what he said in the live in front of everybody, and this was basically what it was. Amaranth is on the phone with the person who she says is who is her husband, most likely. I don't think she would lie at this point, but she's on the phone, and her husband is saying that she doesn't listen, and that's her issue, and that's her problem. She's literally on the brink of tears as she's talking to him. He is being belligerent, yelling at her, not letting her finish a majority of her sentences, stuff like that. Now, to be granted, they were interrupting each other, which is not good conversational skills. But I can give you the two sides to it as well. So when I had first seen it, I had only seen like more of a clip. Not even really a series of clips, but more of a clip. And the way the clip is presented, you can't 100% tell who's in the wrong. Obviously, you know that the guy's at least being unstable, but you don't know why, you don't know the context or anything. However, the clip still has a huge thing, and which he says that, where she says that he says, "I'm going to kill your dogs." Now, within the clip, you don't really get a real confirmation besides the fact that he doesn't really deny it, and then he ends up denying it a little bit later, but it's weird. And then after you start watching more of the full VOD, you start getting more and more of the context behind everything. You realize this nigga might just be batshit crazy. And at least according to what Amaranth said, they went to counseling, therapy, They've supposedly talked this out multiple times and everything. the guy is he controls all of her social media, her Twitch. He has all the passwords for that and everything. He's the reason why she started doing the hot tub streams when it was getting popular. She wanted to reveal that she had a husband, but he was all like, he doesn't feel like it would be the best time because it's gonna get in the way of the bag that they're already getting from these simps. Basically, this nigga was like her husband, her manager, and he didn't know how to act because of that. Because it got to the point more that he was seeing her as a worker, as a thing, than an actual person. Unfortunately, from how it went about. This brings up the bigger idea that a lot of these other streamers, OnlyFans people, they might still have boyfriend, girlfriends. They just wouldn't show it because it might harm their brand. Another example of this is that I don't know if I covered this on the podcast, but there was a VTuber a few months ago. I want to say June. It was kind of early summerish. She got found out for having a boyfriend. Mind you, she's a virtual YouTuber, and many of her fans got upset because they had bought a promise ring from her website. Mind you, this is a mass-produced and mass-sold promise ring, and these niggas thought that they had something special with her because they had spent money to buy a ring from her website, which they should have known was going to be mass-produced. The girl from the VTuber ended up being fired from her. Would it be like a studio publishing group? I don't know. From her little like agency because of the whole controversy, and it was just so dumb because how she got caught was literally she had like her Discord open for a little bit, and it showed that she was meeting with a guy and whatever, and it implied that they were dating, but there was no real proof, if I'm remembering correctly. This Amaranth situation, although it's not like that one in the exact sense, there were still some people who were upset. Some people said that she deserved it because of the type of content she makes. I don't agree with that. Me personally, I have no problem with sex work and all that. I couldn't see myself going to do it. However, like going to look for that service. I understand the standard pricing on the pussy is $40. So, but that's just how I make my general estimates in life, anyways. You know, sometimes when you put a value on one thing, you can start putting a value on some other things. So, so ever since I learned that standard pricing on pussy was $40, everything changed for me. I began to be able to look at it in a whole different realm. Because, like, that means that, let me stop. I felt like it could only get worse from there. I'm telling y'all niggas that now. Like, there was nothing I could have said that would have made that okay. I'm saying where my brain was headed. But yeah, I don't think that Amaranth deserved, like, the situation she was in. Yeah, no, that nigga was just weird. That nigga said, oh, this is what it was about the listening and the threatening of killing her dogs. Because her not listening for some reason correlates to him not him threatening to kill her dogs. So they were having an argument prior to the stream at some point, and he basically was saying that she doesn't listen to things that are logical or things that are supposed to make sense or things that benefit her financially or their business and whatnot. She's only thinking on an emotional basis. To which he then says, he says, I'm going to kill your dogs to make, and then he says later that the reason he said that was because he wanted to prove to her that she only listens to things that give off an emotional response, and that she doesn't properly listen to what he has to say. He also threatened her horse. I forgot what he said about her horse, but that was also threatened. Now look, bro, I don't know what he said to you in the get go, or how it came to be. If you were already getting big, Amaranth, and then you met him, or like y'all grinding from the beginning, like, bro, I wouldn't 100% say that you should just let people monetize you, especially people who you're supposed to be in a relationship with, quote unquote, because once the money and stuff come flooding in, things change. But yeah, no, that's a quick summary of the Amaranth stuff. Her first video or VOD that she had with it kind of ended off pretty strange. Like someone was like trying to creep in, but no, it's fine. Like it literally cut off at like internet and everything just randomly cut off. You see the door behind her slowly creak open. Since then, she's been back. She said that the cops have been getting called repeatedly. She's been getting a lot of people coming, trying to talk, like make sure she's okay, coming to talk to her and stuff like that. So a lot of things have been at least told to the public that it's getting better. However, there's nothing further on that, at least that I know of. Like whether or not her boyfriend will be facing any charges. She said that she's gonna go through a legal route for fixing things as well. I don't know whether or not that's to the extent of just like divorce or something, or it would go even further to suing him for distress. And like there was proof that he had gotten violent at the other place in the house. There was a broken door hinge. There was a hole in the wall from when he had punched it. Apparently, there's been multiple other times where there's been issues, just not that we knew about. Yeah. Wish the best to you, Amaranth. I apologize last time in my other thing. I think I said her name by accident. The one that did it call me Carson was Katerina, I believe. She's the one that fucked up. But jumping past that. Ooh, dang. What should we jump to? Should I just talk about the NBA? NBA playoffs are not here. But they are for hockey, I believe. I think the hockey playoffs start soon, right? Or is it just the season that ended? I can never tell anymore. Y'all see the Philadelphia 76ers. The Philadelphia Eagles beat the Cowboys. And then people say this is what the Cowboys fans deserve for actually thinking the way they were talking shit and thinking that they could win. And I'm like, I didn't see really anybody that said the Cowboys would win with Cooper Rush. Now they said that there might be a chance with Dak, but a majority of people had the Eagles as the best team already. I don't understand. Like, I feel like niggas were just capping out of nowhere. Cause I was like, I hadn't heard any Cowboys fans really talk shit. Like, even the big ones on TV, on the internet, and all that shit. They picked the Eagles. Most of them picked the Eagles. So I just thought that was weird. I'm gonna drop them a separate video. I niggas hear that? I'm getting tired in here. It's getting tired in here. Please, someone change up the vibes. But, bro, it feels like I got something stuck in my eye. But we here, we ball. But, you know, I've been watching this one anime recently. I had it as one of my laptop's like background. Linkor's Recoil. It's a little bit of a cutesy anime with the main characters being a set of girls. One of them's more laid back, the other one's a lot more serious and shit. But the story proves that it could like be pretty good. I love the interactions between the two like main characters, especially within the first like few episodes that I've watched. I haven't finished the season yet. I do plan on reading it. And in general, oh my gosh, bro, I feel as though my ability, like, it's all been revitalized to be able to read manga and like watch anime. Because I won't lie, there was a point recently where I was struggling to like do that. Like, just make shit enjoyable, I guess, in a way. But now I can 100% say, I'm yawning. I'm just yawning, bro. Like, golly. I guess I'm tired. Who knew? But I definitely recommend it. It's like the way the title scene goes, it made me so inquisitive. Because I was like, did I use that word right? Who knows, man? Fuck words. But I just knew. After seeing the like synopsis and like the description on Mother's Basement YouTube videos, now I'd be watching a good amount of his noted ones. What's that shit called? It'll come back to me later. But yeah. So far, Lycoris Recoil is pretty good. Definitely recommend. 7 to 8 out of 10 right now. Depending on how the season ends, and then I'll probably switch to manga at some point. What else? The NBA season started back up. I'm gonna put my standings list and everything in a different on YouTube as its own video. I'm gonna be using Kenny Beecham and his Cruise Enjoy Basketball standings maker thing that they have on the site. I'm gonna post it sometime Saturday. This may all come on Saturday. Who knows? All right. I just record here. All that's to editing now. Okay? Okay. You know it's not okay? The Lakers. You know what else isn't okay? The Nets. Although I will say, I do believe Zion and Valanciunas is not the best matchups for them. Like, basically two bigs that can, like, push you away. Yeah. Like, I'm just saying, bro. But let me think. What else is there? There was something else I want to talk about. Ooh, y'all niggas hear about the Bayonetta controversy? Y'all niggas hear about it? You want to hear about it? So, me personally, I haven't played any of the Bayonetta games. I do think about going through them. My brother said they were all pretty good, or at least the ones that he played. The issue, though, oh my god! I won't lie. If I yawn one more time, I'm gonna finish this joint on a different day. All right. Let me drink some Monster real quick. Just revitalize the energy. Might even get some water in. Don't forget your water intake. I might get some water in. Ugh. Dog, why this flavor called Ultra Watermelon? Like, does that mean more watermelon than usual? But it's artificially sweetened, right? So is it really watermelon? I don't think I've ever walked out and pulled out a red drink and was all like, yeah, this joint tastes ultra watermelon-y. You feel me? You're kind of killing the rest of the other flavors. When Miss Savannah made one for me, she no. I'm sorry. I just had to think of a name that, like, an old name at the right time. You feel me? Let me think. But basically, I haven't played really any of the Bayonetta games, so I'm not the hugest fan of the series. I didn't really have like Nintendo products growing up as much. Like there was a point where we all had DS, not all of us, but we had to share DSs. And from that, we go on to what happened now. Now on Twitter, the voice actor for Bayonetta, the usual voice actor for like the actual main character, she made a Twitter video saying that the studio that makes Bayonetta and Bayonetta 3, which is Epic, and another one that they're loyal to, I think it was VLC game. What is it called, bro? Bayonetta. Now, basically, yeah. So it's Platinum Games or Nintendo. Those are the publishing companies or the companies. But a dev responded to the dispute. But basically, the Bayonetta voice actor was saying that she doesn't get paid enough. Helena Taylor, dog, she still has the tweet up or the video up. Let's watch it. 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 Let's watch some of it. Let's watch some of it. Okay. Stop getting so excited, man. What's wrong with you? Gosh. I'm that motherfucker. Now, let me make sure I can hear it. Ooh, who knows? Who knows? All right. Okay. I don't care about where you train, nigga. She said that they're only gonna give her $4,000 for the game. Now, that would be incredibly low for a voice actor if that was true, especially for them because of how big the game is and all that. Now, then later it comes out that actually she was offered that much. She was offered basically $1,000 an hour for like 20 hours worth of work because the original offer was all like 4,000 to 5,000 for each studio session, and there are like each studio session is going to be about 4 to 5 hours. And then they were all like, there's going to be 3 to 4 studio sessions. So she was getting closer to like making 15,000 to 20,000 than anything. Most voice actors have come out and said, no, that's a significant amount. Jujutsu Kaisen Zero voice actors came out and said that this is a popular anime movie. The dub voice actor said that they got a few hundreds of dollars for that entire movie. But, fuck it. So basically, it came out that she lied, and this was confirmed by Bloomberg. Like the story got shown on Bloomberg, and then it was confirmed by Bloomberg. So now let's see what this Bayonetta 3 person actually has to say. Because now I'm curious. Bayonetta dev responds to voice actor dispute in official statement. This is from Nintendo Life. There's plenty of drama last week. An original voice actor of Bayonetta, Helena Taylor, uploaded a series of videos on social media accusing developer Platinum Games and Hideki Kayama of an insulting wage offer. This was followed by a report by Bloomberg, separate anonymous sources. By the way, the new voice actor for Bayonetta is actually a very popular voice actor. So once people found out that who the new voice actor was going to be, Jennifer Hale has been in. Let me look her up to make sure you know. Jennifer Hale has been in, Cinderella 2, Cinderella 3, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Scooby-Doo, The Powerpuff Girls, Hale Game Animation Reel. Let me just look up movies and TV shows. Totally Spies, Lego Spider-Man. I already said Powerpuff Girls. She was in Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Codename Kids Next Door. She was in Mass Effect, BioShock, Baldur's Gate, Metal Gear Solid, Star Wars: The Old Republic, Overwatch. Like she's a very credited voice actor. So people thought that which they were just replacing Helena without any, and they were doing it by giving her an insulting offer so she would be forced to quit. Like even in the comments, I remember I saw this one comment, and he was like, yeah, I'm Japanese, and that's basically what they do here. They try and give you an offer to convince you to quit without them firing you. Then it came out that she lied, so it's crazy. But it's whatever. Now, this was followed by a report by Bloomberg and a separate anonymous sources claiming Taylor was originally offered more than previously mentioned. The new actor in Bayonetta 3, Jennifer Hale even chimed in, explaining how she couldn't really say anything due to the NDA, but calling for peace on all sides. Now we finally got an official statement from Platinum Games via Twitter. In this brief message, the Japanese company thanks everyone who has contributed to the series over the years and gives it its full support for the new Bayonetta voice actor. It also asks fans and wider games and communities to refrain from any comments that could potentially disrespect Hale or other contributors working on the project. We at Platinum Games offer our sincerest appreciation to everyone who's contributed to creating Bayonetta series over the years, as well as the community that has served as its foundation. We give our full support to Jennifer Hale as the new Bayonetta and align with everything in her statement. We ask people to refrain from any further comments that would disrespect Jennifer or any other contributors to the series. That's funny. They said any other contributors. They won't even name that chick by name no more. Oh, by the way, the original voice actor was asking for people to boycott the third game because she didn't get what she wanted to get paid. So she was actually doing something that she was basically doing defamation. So what it's saying is that at least 5 sessions, each paying $3,000 to $4,000 for 4 hours in the studio, putting the total payment for the role at a minimum of $15,000. The report says Taylor asked for 6-figure sum as well as residuals on the game. Platinum dismissed this offer before even holding auditions for a replacement. Bloomberg sources claim that Taylor was offered a cameo in the game at the same single session rate, $3,000 to $4,000, which Taylor declined again. Responding to different accounts in the negotiation, Taylor told Schroyer it was an absolute lie, and she stood by everything in her videos. Taylor's original comments led to much online discussion earlier this week, with Hideki Kayama commenting on an attitude of untruth on Twitter. I won't lie, this nigga made it so it was like worse for her. It could have been like an issue of communication, but 6 figures. And look, I'm not saying voice actors do not deserve that. However, I will say that looking at the market of voice actors, a lot of voice actors end up getting like screwed over. Now, would you say that? Because this is what I feel like we end up getting an issue with. Because it's not even just with voice actors, whatever. You can even argue to a lesser extent. Let's say, for example, WNBA. They want to get paid equally, right? However, nobody's watching their game. But what they want to happen is that they want NBA players to give up some of their salary so they can get paid more. However, the NBA players' salaries is closely related to their sales, whether that's jersey sales, ticket sales, stuff like that. So it's like, you don't want to. The reason why I'm saying that comparison is the same, it's in the same breath, same token. You're only working so much. For the WNBA, they already have a 6-figure salary, which is more than most people in America. They're already at like the top 10% of Americans. How many Americans make over 100K? 15%. Well, actually, you're like 20%, and that's only if you make 100K. Usually, it's like more than that per year. So, and even so, it's like when you think about that, keep in mind WNBA operates on a loss, and the NBA ends up like sending money to them every year. So they are literally still getting paid by the NBA, but that's besides the point. It's just so weird to me, bro, the way a lot of this joint happens. Because because I'm not saying voice actors shouldn't get paid a lot. However, it was going to be like There's going to be like 5 sessions, 3 to 4 hours. That's less than a week. That's not even a week at a full-time job, I don't think. Or at most, it would be a week. But yeah, nah, I don't know. Who knows, bro? Who knows? I don't. Did I get a call? I did not get a call from him at 3. But that's besides the point. I don't know. Do you think the Bayonetta person should be making that much in just a week? Be making like $20K in a week? That's another discussion in and of itself. But going along with voice actors, they were saying that's more than enough, at least that most voice actors get paid. So it was definitely enough for her, and that there was no need for her to be complaining about that amount. Honestly, it's the fact that she asked for that. It's like, you wanted that plus royalties? 6 figures plus royalties? Dude, bro. Now I'm like, who is she really, bro? But I don't know. I just wanted to talk about that because I was like, the Bayonetta thing was interesting to me, to say the least, anyways. Just because, like, I don't even know if I would say she fumbled the bag necessarily. I just don't know if I would say she, like, did the best that she could do without capping a little bit. But I think I'm going to end it here. There's going to be some chops here and there, but that's the podcast. Thanks for listening. Yeah, Nas out, bro. I mean, we'll have a little bit more of a structured one next time. I told you I was just pushing shit out. I'm pushing shit out, bro. We pushing. Later.
That was the Just Talking Podcast.